coming up here on Saturday kickoff this afternoon, as we do have the Sand Lake Derby match, local derby between Sporting Sand Lake, as they are going to host here with Grasshoopers United in this matchup later here on the show. And also the battle between first and second place in the Premier League, as Puerantos and the Red Devils are only 1 point between each other at the top two. But could Puerantos get the result to go top of the league going into the international break when the Premier League returns in April? Hello and welcome to the show of Saturday Kickoff, and I am Gary Walker, and I'm here to present to you the coverage here of the football here, as we have coming up first will be Puerantos versus the Georgetown Red Devils, the battle between first and second place. And when Georgetown Red Devils lost last week to Charlford Saturday at home, that gives the opportunity for Puerantos to close the gap on the Red Devils by 1 point between the two sides. And could Jimmy Puerantos get the win and go top of the Premier League going into the international break will happen in 2 weeks' time when the Premier League does return back next month in April? Is it going to be a real big game? It's going to be between these two sides in the Premier League. I can't really say who'll be the favourites to get the result, but we understand that obviously you would say that Puerantos would definitely be more of the favourite as they're the home team, and all the fans will be all behind Puerantos to try and get the win over the line to put themselves top of the league going into April if they win here this afternoon's game. But as of the Red Devils, they lost against Charlford Saturday by 2-1 last week, so they've got a lot of pressure on their hands after when losing last week at home, and they cannot afford to get back-to-back defeats in the league. They've been so good so far this season under Antonio Conte for the Red Devils. They don't want to spoil it and have two back-to-back losses under their belt so far halfway through this season. So it's still going to be a tough game though for Puerantos, but who knows? They're the home team. They've probably got the advantage over the Red Devils in terms of maybe their form, maybe so far recent. But at the same time, who knows? Because this game's going to be very tough. And this match will be going right down the middle between Puerantos and the Red Devils here this afternoon. Thank you very much, Jimmy. And let's get straight now to the coverage here at the Allianz Stadium in Westphalia, as Puerantos will take on the Georgetown Red Devils. And let's get to the game and let's find out who will leave here this afternoon's matchup top of the Premier League by the end of this match day. The title race is on here between Puerantos and the Georgetown Red Devils. It's second versus first in the league here at the Allianz Stadium, as Puerantos got a chance to go top of the league here if they can win this afternoon against the Georgetown Red Devils this Saturday afternoon here. And it'll be a real big game, it will be, by the way, between these two sides. Really hoping for something special for a victory for any of these two teams, even if they both drop points in this game, and that'll mean the favour goes to the Red Devils still, as they'll be still currently top of the league if it stays as a draw today. But as of the Puerantos, however, Haaland up front with Devin Williams, with Robert Cliff, with Neymar, Granit Xhaka, Ronaldinho, with Dennis Parker, Skegna, Conor O'Hore, Thomas Partey, and goalkeeper James Taylor. But as of the Georgetown Red Devils, as we have in goal, Chris Bailey, with Koulibaly, Upamecano, the two defence, with Roberto Carlos and Kimmich, with Havertz in the midfield, with Kante, with Bolt, Rooney, Mbappe, and also as well on the wing we do have is Pablo Dybala. So here we go, and let's get it underway right here, right now for the matchup. And here we go. Puerantos and the Georgetown Red Devils go at it here for the matchup here for this afternoon. And now here's Neymar. Neymar passed the ball there to Robert Cliff. And now Ronaldinho has a shot. Oh, good block. Very good chance right there for a goal, but good defence right there for the Red Devils here. Now Upamecano there clears the ball away. And now here's to Neymar. Now here's to Roberto Carlos. Now to Kante. Now Kai Havertz. Now to Rooney. Rooney now to Dybala. Now Dybala now to Mbappe. Finds a pass there to Bolt. Bolt has a chance to create something here. Now Granit Xhaka on the ball back here for Puerantos. And it'd be big for Puerantos to try and go top of the league if they could do here by the end of this match day. But they do have the Red Devils to play for, so there's a lot to play for in this game, to be honest with you. There's a chance for any of these two teams to go top of the league, and there's a chance of a good pass there from Neymar, and Harden couldn't get there in time. As we do have a big 3-week break from the league football, by the way, as we do have cup action next weekend, and also we have international break we do have as well in the end of March, so there won't be much football action until April in the league. And now, meanwhile, the chance here could be, and now is Erling Haaland, lost the ball now, back now to Kai Havertz. Now Havertz now to, okay, that's going to be a free kick, by the way. Free kick's being given. Referee gives point to the free kick in the game for the Georgetown Red Devils to get something out of this here. And now we have a free kick here from a dangerous position here for the Georgetown Red Devils. Here's Carlos. Cross it into Bolt. And all the way there to Kante. Kante now to Rooney. Rooney has a chance. Okay, as a foul's been given. And now it's going to be a free kick here in the game here for the Georgetown Red Devils. Conor O'Hore did took out Wayne Rooney out. And now it's going to be now a free kick here for Puerantos in the match. So here's a chance here now. And now Carlos has a shot and a save right there from James Taylor, the goalkeeper for Puerantos. And now it's going to be a throw in here right now for the Georgetown Red Devils. For a throw for them. Now here's Carlos, now throws at the N'Golo Kante. Now back there to Roberto Carlos. Cross in, now clearance away there from Puerantos here. Now here's Kante now to Rooney. Rooney has a chance here for a goal potentially. Good defending right there now. Here's to Conor O'Hore now with the ball. Now O'Hore. O'Hare now to chance for Devin Williams, and he scores! And Puerantos do take the lead, and that could be their move into the top of the league if they end up winning here this afternoon. What a ball right there from Conor O'Hore to pass the ball right there to Devin Williams to get the finish, and they are in the lead here. Brilliant goal, and that will mean that Puerantos could be heading top of the league and the Red Devils drop down to second. The Red Devils been amazing this season so far, halfway through this season. Top of the league most majority of this season, but might be taken over by Puerantos after this match if it stays like this. As we've got another 5 minutes to go left until half time. And now here's Upamecano now to N'Golo Kante. Now here's to Bolt, now to Wayne Rooney. Now to Mbappe, good defending right there now for Puerantos here. Now here's to Neymar. Now here's to Williams, now to Robert Cliff. Cliff now to, okay, on the ball back here now. And that's going to be that for the first half. As a wrap here for the first half, as it ends at the Allianz Stadium. Puerantos FC 1, the Georgetown Red Devils 0 at the break. And we are back here for the second half, and here we go between the Georgetown Red Devils and also Puerantos in this matchup. And here's Williams, the ball, holding nicely here now. He's kept it, oh no he doesn't, Koulibaly won the ball back here for the Red Devils here. Now Rooney, found a pass there to Mbappe, Mbappe's through and he scores straight in the second half. And now they are level in the game. It didn't take long for the Red Devils to get back in the game. And maybe that team talk at half-time from the gaffer for the Red Devils, Antonio Conte, probably helped when Mbappe to score right there in the game. And that was really, let's say, a good goal, I've got to say, right there. As the Red Devils are back into it. If they stay like this, then the Red Devils still stay top of the league on 1 point above Puerantos in first place. There's only 1 point between the two teams in this title race, let's call it. We know we've got another second half of the season to go left of the Premier League, but we know that we are obviously halfway through the season. And now we are... So it's a chance here maybe for Williams to score, and a good real hand-ins right there from Chris Bailey. Now throw all the way there now to Ronaldinho. Now is all the way to Upamecano. Now here's Koulibaly. Now Ronaldinho. Now Dennis Parker. Head away. Now Bolt. And now here's Robert Cliff. Now Neymar. Haaland. Clearance all the way here. Could have been... Oh, a chance right there for a goal there to make it 2-1 Puerantos. They want to try and win this game here to go top of the league, but looks like now Granit Xhaka of the ball there past to Robert Cliff here. Now Pjanic. Now Dybala. Now here's to all the way to Wayne Rooney. Now Wazza now. Nice pass there to Mbappe. Mbappe's through and he scores. Kylian Mbappe scores the second goal to finally put the Red Devils in front in the game. And then he got 20 minutes left of the game to go. And the Red Devils, the league leaders, have put their nose in front for the first time. And maybe the Antonio Conte's team talk at half-time has definitely paid off for the Georgington Red Devils, as they were behind by 1-0 at half-time. And maybe Puerantos could have got something out of this game, but unfortunately it wasn't to be. And it is a goal right there to make it here 2-1 for the Georgington Red Devils. And there's a double substitution being made, by the way, for the team. And now here's Skegner. Now Parker. Now Ronaldinho. And now here's Dybala now. And that's going to be right now a yellow card right there to Dennis Parker in the game. He's been booked. He's been booked a yellow right there for the team. Mbappe was fouled. And now we've got ourselves a free kick. Now Roberto Carlos to Joshua Kimmich. Now Pjanic now to Roberto Carlos here now to Kimmich. Now Pjanic. Now, oh, could be a chance for Pjanic here. Okay, now good defending right there now to Savic now to Eddie Sandringham. Neymar. Now all the way to Sandringham again. And now is Upamecano. And now Savic. Nearly not long left to go to the game, by the way. Not long left. And we know that Puerantos do play a Champions League game on Wednesday. There was a chance here against Chelsea in the second leg of the round of 16. They've got to prepare for that game, of course. But they've got 3 minutes left to go of the full time to go. And the Red Devils do play Liverpool in the second leg at Anfield also on Wednesday. And that's going to be all over here for full time. And Mbappe has saved the Red Devils from losing the game here this afternoon, as he scored 2 past James Taylor here this afternoon, as it ends Puerantos 1, the Georgington Red Devils 2. A bit disappointing for us to not get the job done and get the win to go above the Red Devils in the Premier League after very good consistent results recently for Puerantos. I know that we've got to play Chelsea on Wednesday away from home at Stamford Bridge for our UEFA Champions League game, and we know that how important that really can be for us in terms of our form to get through into the quarter-final stages of the competition. But as of in the league itself, I think that we played very, let's say, disappointingly second best. But we have to understand the Red Devils are a top team. They're a team that going to also be competing like us to try and challenge for the league title. But I even said before the season begun that I always imagined Puerantos to be up there in the top 2 of the Premier League due to the fact they had a very brilliant season last season by winning the Conference League and winning the King's Cup trophy, and also finished 3rd place last season to guarantee Champions League football for this season, as we will be playing against Chelsea for our second leg game on Wednesday, like I said before. And I know that game's going to be a very important eye for us here in that game away from home at Stamford Bridge. It'd be very tough for us because it was 0-0 in the last game at home at the Allianz Stadium. So we've got to prepare on Wednesday to get the win over Chelsea if they've got any chances for us to try and go through into the quarter-final stages of the Champions League competition, and also in the league as well. We really want to put the pressure on the Red Devils to stop them from trying to get anything more further away from us currently as we are at the moment in the Premier League. A real big win right there for the Georgington Red Devils. They picked up some real big form, they did, by the end of the game to deliver those major 3 points in the game against Puerantos. as they stay top of the Premier League and remain top of the league after that away victory over Puerantos here at the Allianz Stadium. So Jimmy, tell us your thoughts on the result here for the Red Devils to come here and get the win. Was it hard for them, you reckon? Yeah, it was hard because Puerantos were a team had an opportunity to go top of the Premier League after when they've closed the gap on the Red Devils from their last previous matchup, and that gives Brian Clough's side a lot of confidence to try and get over the line and get that win and be at the top of the league, hopefully going into the international breaks within the next 2 weeks until the Premier League does return back in next month. So disappointing they've blown that chance to go top, but at the same time, a brilliant season so far for Brian Clough's team to try and be where they are at the moment in the Champions League places, and be there and stay there would be something they'd be very, very proud of. And I've got to say, good football in terms of what the Red Devils have done. In fact, to lose to Charlton at home last week, to come here and get the win, that gives them a little bit of, let's say, more breathing space now at the top of the Premier League for Antonio Conte's side. So, great win, great 3 points, and they deserved it here, definitely so, as they were the better team to leave the Allianz Stadium with the big 3 points. Thank you very much there, Jimmy. And now we move on to our next game as we have the Sand Lake Derby. A Sand Lake City derby between Sporting Sand Lake, as they're going to host here against struggling side of the Premier League, Grasshoopers United. And let's get to that game right now between the two teams in this local derby match. And we are here for the Sand Lake City derby match between these two local sides here live in this Premier League matchup in the bottom end of the table. And Grasshoppers obviously want to try and pick up some good form, hopefully, here. If they can pick a win here this afternoon away from home, just down the road to them, as they are in a relegation battle in the Premier League. But as of the Sporting Sand Lake, they are currently in towards that top half position of the Premier League at the moment. So they're more the favourites to probably get a result here at home this afternoon. They have got a strong team out. Obviously, we have Wilfred Boney, Sammy Weto, Gourmes and Andrea Sharvin up front, with Oxlade Chamberlain and Theo Walcott, with Theo Hernandez, Daniel Turner, Phil Jones in defence, and Bill Hilton, the goalkeeper for Sand Lake. But as for Grasshoppers, Immobile, Tevez, Felipe Anderson, Pavel Nedved, Andrew Henry, Giovanni El Chuso, Ospina in goal, Pignola, Yapstam in defence, and you also got a very tough team as well. They do have this afternoon also in this derby matchup. So here we go. Grasshoppers travel here to Sand Lake to take on Sporting Sand Lake in this match. And here we go. Here's a pass there to Ciro Immobile. Now here's Phil Jones. Now to his Boney. Boney right there to Sammy Eto'o. Eto's through. Eto's through and he scores within 4 minutes played so far in the game. And Grasshoppers had no, let's say, touch whatsoever in those 4 minutes, as Sporting Sand Lake seem a little bit, let's say, dominant they've been in those first 4 minutes in the game. And they have their reward and they are in the lead here. Perfect touch right there from Wilfred Boney to pass it all the way to Sammy Eto'o. And he was 1v1 to the goalkeeper Ospina. And now it is 1-0 to Sporting Sand Lake in the game. Great pass, I've got to say, there from Boney. And Sammy Eto'o really made it calm for himself to try and score there past Ospina. And now it is 1-0 to Sporting Sand Lake. And now Yapstam, now to Ciro Immobile. And now here's Carlos Tevez. And now Pavel Nedved. And now here's to all the way across in the box. Yeah, bicycle kick. And that could have been a chance right there for Immobile to try and get back in the game. But that's going to be now out for a goal kick here for Sporting Sand Lake in the match. And a very close chance there for Immobile to get something out of that. But it is still in the game here. 1-0 Sporting Sand Lake in the match. So Bill Hilton will take it. Boots it all the way now to Eto'o. And now here's Theo Walcott. Crossing the box here for a goal potentially, but it's gone all the way to the goalkeeper's hands. And now boots it. And now here's to Joel Kensley. And that's going to be right there. A foul's been given. As Oxlade-Chamberlain did take out there Kensley, and that's going to be now a free kick here for Grasshoppers. And Grasshoppers are losing the game, and they are outside of the relegation drop currently as we speak. Maybe the future of the manager might be under threat maybe this game, but here's a chance here for Sporting Sunday to get themselves another goal here. This could be Arshavin in the box here for a goal for Eto, and he scores another. And now Sporting Sand Lake have scored 2 past Grasshoppers, and Dean Smith's side are now 2 goals in front, and Grasshoppers will look very vulnerable, they do, at the back, and they are now behind by 2 goals against Grasshoppers in this local derby matchup here this afternoon. Real good touch right there, I've got to say, from Eto, and it's now 2-0 to Sporting Sand Lake in the match. And now it's Carlos Tevez. And that's going to be now a free kick given here for Grasshoppers in the match. Grasshoppers want themselves a free kick. Foul there from Daniel Turner. And now they want themselves a free kick. Now Pavel Nedved for Grasshoppers. And now here's the Tevez now to Giovanni El Chuso. Oh, there's a chance for a shot there. But good block there from the Sporting Sand Lake team in their defence. Now here's Andre Arshavin to Goalmings, now to is Samuel Eto, now to Oliver Peters, now Pignola, and now all the way to Joel Kensley, and now it's Pignola again, and now all the way there now to Pavel Nedved. Okay, that's going to be a throw in here now for Sporting Sand Lake in the matchup. We played half an hour in the game and they're 2-0 up. And now is Oxlade-Chamberlain. And now is Arshavin. And now here's to Eto. Walcott. Oh, there's a shot there for Walcott, but it's gone wide. And that's a good chance there for a goal there for Sporting Sand Lake, but it's gone wide, by the way. And now it's going to be a goal kick here for Grasshoppers in the match. And now we've got ourselves a goal kick here now. His Ospina will take it. And now here's Tevez. Now Felipe Anderson. Good defending right there now to Alan Myong. Now here's to Eto. Good pass right. He find maybe there too. And now good getting it away right here from danger as possible. And that's going to be now a free kick in the game. Has been given right here for Grasshoppers just before half time. There's a foul been given there from Turner there again. And Daniel Turner gives away a free kick here for Grasshoppers in the match. And now Grasshoppers just before half time could get anything out of this. A goal back hopefully. A little bit of fight back in the match. But unfortunately it wasn't to be in the first half, as it ends at half time at the Lakeside Stadium, as it ends Sporting Sand Lake 2, Grasshoppers United 0. And we are back here for the second half, and here we go. As now Grasshoppers take the second half of the game here towards Sporting Sand Lake here. Now Pavel Nedved. Good defending there from Sand Lake. Now here's to Carlos Tevez. Now Joel Kensley. Head up! Oh, very close. And that was a chance there for Grasshoppers to try and get back in the match up here. And that's going to be now a goal kick in the game. Now pass right there now to Phil Jones. Now Alan Myong. And now here's to Theo Walcott. Now Walcott lost the ball now to Andrew O'Henry. O'Henry now. Could be a chance for the Grasshoppers to try and get back in the game. It's a free kick here for Grasshoppers. Quick one here now. Here's Tevez. And a good defending there from Sporting Sand Lake here. And now Grasshoppers trying to score. Good defending. Could be a chance here for a goal there, but no. Clearance there away from Sporting Sand. Oh wait, won the ball back here. Clearance away there from Bill Hilton. And now here's to Andrew Henry. Tevez. Shot from Neved. And we've got half an hour left to play. And it is still 2-0 to Sporting San Lake. Now here's Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain now. Now pass it back here now to Bill Hilton. Now a head up now to Wilfred Boney. And now it's going to be a free kick in the game for the team. For Grasshoppers, Phil Jones was actually fouled, the Grasshoppers striker, and that was Cheerio Mobley was taken out by Phil Jones. So Phil Jones gives away a free kick here now for the team for Grasshoppers in the match. So Pavel Neville will take it, pass it short here now to Cancelo. Now is Joel Kensley, now Tevez. Oh, pretty close there for a chance for a goal there. But it's still 2-0 again. But Grasshoppers really putting the pressure now on Sporting San Lake. But the two goals they've scored in that first half really helped Sporting San Lake to be in a very good position currently at home. Now pass the ball short nicely here now. Phil Jones now to Alan Myong. We've got another 10 more minutes left to go, by the way. 10 minutes left to go of the game. Now Theo Hernandez. Now all the way there, pings it. Now here's El Chaluso. And now here's Immobile. Goal! No! Oh, that was a chance. It was there. Could have been. Now Beyond there clears it away. It is still 2-0, by the way. Immobile. Chamberlain. Now to oh, no. Good clearance there from Theo Hernandez. And that's going to be that here for the full-time whistle here at full-time. And Sporting San Lake got themselves the 3 points. And they win the game as it ends Sporting San Lake 2. Grasshoppers United 0. 2 goals from Samuel Eto'o, who's put Sporting San Lake a real positive victory over their rivals down the road in San Lake City of Grasshoppers United. A big stamp of a victory for Sporting San Lake and a huge stamp of a disappointment for Grasshoppers United on this match day, and they drop down into the relegation zone now. And what is your thoughts overall in the matchup, Jimmy? My overall performances in the game was a good win for Sporting San Lake, as we've seen. Obviously, Samuel Eto'o played some real good football in the game. He was in the right position, in the right time he was to score those 2 goals in the match. And they were very disciplined, Sporting San Lake, to try and get the win over the line. But as for Grasshoppers, we know that for them, they are drifting away now into the relegation drop after that defeat there against Sporting San Lake. A lot of worrying times on the future of Siwan Escaluzzi. Would he stay as manager for Grasshoppers? Would he be sacked? Because they're in the bottom 3 now, they are. And there's a bit of, let's say, worrying anxiety maybe on Grasshoppers' point of view where they're currently at the moment. As Grasshoppers are a type of team, always every year be, let's say, bottom half team every single season. But it's been the worst for Grasshoppers so far. And they're in big trouble, they are, after losing 2-0 against their rival San Lake in this matchup here for this afternoon. Thank you very much there, Jimmy. And let's get straight now into the game highlights of coverage for all the other 8 games across the Premier League. And let's get to those games right now here for this afternoon. And a real great counter-attack here for Chesco Blue Tigers in the matchup here against over AFC Richmond. As Marco Royce found a pass right there all the way to Sadio Mane. Really ran through the attack against a chance for a goal as he passed it and sweated it to Mo Salah. And now Chesco Blue Tigers take the lead to make it 1-0 at Stamford Bridge over AFC Richmond here this afternoon. But however, the game ended here at Stamford Bridge as Chesco Blue Tigers won, AFC Richmond 0 at full time at Stamford here this afternoon. A nice counter-attack here from Addis in the matchup here as Philip Coutinho hit the ball right in his laces past the goalkeeper of Newport Dragons from that top corner finish. And that shot right there from Philip Coutinho was outside of the box and hit it in a real top corner angle right there for Coutinho as Addis take the lead in the game. And then, however, in the second half, Addis carried on their momentum as Coutinho passed the ball to Aubameyang. And Aubameyang this time around scores from long range like Coutinho did in the first half, as Aubameyang and Coutinho scored long range shots against the goalkeeper of Newport Dragons. And now it's 2-0 to Addis in the game here at the Gunner Park Stadium from two super strikes from two amazing players. And then Addis Gunners got themselves another goal just before full time. 15 minutes to be played left of the game. As a terrific pass right there from Philip Coutinho right there to Luis Suarez. Then Aubameyang was 1v1 to the goalkeeper, and all he had to do is tap it into that bottom corner. And now Addis Gunners are 3 goals up in the lead in the game. And that is unbelievable, I've got to say, football from Addis Gunners. Really play some real terrific football in the matchup. And now Addis take the third goal, and it's now 3-0 to Addis in the match. And 3 goals scored right here for Addis in the matchup, and the match ended here at the Gunner Park Stadium as Addis Gunners 3, Newport Dragons 0 at full time here between the two sides. A real brilliant start right here for Red Bull Tomato to get themselves in the lead here as Van Persie found a pass there to Alexander Isak, and all he had to do is just tap it in past the keeper Jasper Silsen, and now it's 1-0 to Red Bull Tomato in the game. And a terrific pass right there from Youssef Poulsen to David Trezeguet, who knocked the ball past there to Lucas Perez and then to Thomas Ogsil, and then Ogsil hits it in the bottom corner. And now South Coast Rangers are level in the matchup here at the South Camp Stadium. And that's a terrific ball right there to Thomas Ogsil. And Ogsil puts it into the back of the net to make it 1-1. And RB Tomato were robbed at the end of the game. But South Coast Rangers scored a last minute goal from Christian Farino to win them the matchup. And that was a real dramatic ending to the home team here as Red Bull Tomato looked disappointed to concede a late goal in the game, and now the officials and the substitutes run onto the field and celebrate that great last minute goal right there for South Coast Rangers to get themselves and secure themselves a win over Red Bull Tomato as it ends South Coast Rangers 2, Red Bull Tomato 1 at full time. And Padres Impact got themselves in the lead against Georgetown City as Yuri Tillemans passed there to Zinedine Zidane. And then Zidane right there to Malcolm. Found a pass there to Eric Cantona. Cantona there to Tillemans. And then passed the ball to Lacazette. And then Lacazette found a pass all the way there to Cantona. And he hits it right in that top corner. A real great counter press right there for Padres Impact. And now it's 1-0 here in the game in the first 10 minutes of the matchup here this afternoon. And the whistle here blows for full time here at the Airlines Arena as it ends Georgetown City 0, Padres Impact 1 at full time between the both sides. And a real terrific goal right there in the matchup for Goldfield Boys United as Tino Werner scored in the first 6 minutes in the game. Great ultra pressing right there for Werner. Really beat past the defender of Hashtag and the goalkeeper Ben Foster. And now Goldfield take the early lead in the game here at the Hashtag Arena. However, the whistle did blow at full time as it ends Hashtag United 0, Goldfield Boys United 1 at full time. And a really good start right here for Iceberg in the matchup here as Ray Donovan tried to cross it in the ball, but the ball was deflected off the defender of Eric Gordon for a corner for Iceberg. And then Deco took the corner and a header right there from Joe Benedum right there in that bottom corner. And Iceberg Forest take the lead here at the Westphalia Bank Stadium, and that definitely lifts Iceberg Forest's hopes outside of the relegation drop as it ends at full time. Los Andreas 0, Iceberg Forest 1, all thanks to Joe Bellingham here to score the header in the game. A brilliant start right here within 26 minutes of the game as Chelford Saturday take the lead against Inter Taloga as Speedman scores again this week this time around. Like last week when he won for the Red Devils against them last week, he's done the exact same thing and scored here this week at home as now they're leading against Inter Taloga by 1-0 in the match. And things got better for Chelford Saturday as they scored another goal in the matchup here against Inter Taloga as things are looking bad to worse for Taloga in the matchup after losing to City last week. And Speedman scores another goal in the game here this afternoon. And that's definitely going to be the 3 points again here for Chelford Saturday. Back-to-back victories in the trot for the first time this season since Chelford were promoted from Division 1 last season to join the Premier League, and it did end at full time between the two sides here as back-to-back losses for Taloga but back-to-back wins for Chelford Saturday as it ends Chelford Saturday 2 into Taloga 0 at full time. A good start for Waynard in the matchup here as they put themselves in the lead against Hassenfield Terriers as Golstinho was 1v1 to the goalkeeper as he hits that ball in that bottom corner as now Waynard take the lead and they're 1-0 up to the good here at the Warefield Stadium here this afternoon. A real brilliant pass right there from Sergio Aguero as now Waynard are 1-0 up. However, for Waynard, they carried on their momentum in the matchup as Iniesta right there, nice counter press right here from him to pass the ball to Robert Lewandowski and he hits that ball right in that top corner and now Waynard extend the lead here by 2 within 20 minutes in the game. And then Waynard carried on their momentum in the matchup here as Mkhitaryan really running through right here past the defenders and he hits it on his laces past the goalkeeper of Jens Lehmann, and now Waynard are 3 goals up to the good here at Warefield Stadium. He all he had to do is run with the ball and then find a real slot to put the ball into, and he did, as now Waynard guaranteed a victory over Hassenfield Terriers as it ends Waynard 3, Hassenfield Terriers 0 at full time. The official results for match day 18 of the Premier League: Puerantos 1, the Georgington Red Devils 2, Sporting Sunlake 2, Grasshoppers United 0, Chesco Blue Tigers 1, AFC Richmond 0, Adders Gunners 3, Newport Dragons 0, South Coast Rangers 2, Red Bull Tomato 1, Georgington City 0, Padres Impact 1, Hashtag United 0, Goldfield Boys United 1, Los Andreas 0, Iceberg Forest 1, Chelford Saturday 2, Inter Taloga 0, and Waynard 3, Hassenfield Terriers 0. And that'll mean the official table of the Premier League as Georgian City did win against Puerantos. That puts them still top of the league still with 42 points and 3 points clear from Addis. And then Puerantos are third with 38, and fourth, now moving into the top 4 now, is Padres Impact, and Waynard are 5th, Chesco Blue Tigers are 6th, and 7th position will be Inter Taloga, and South Coast are outside of the European positions with 28 points. In 9th position is Goldfield Boys United with 26, and in 10th position is Georgian City with 25 points. And so that will mean for the bottom half of the table of the Premier League that Red Bull Tomato are 11th position. They drop down to the bottom half as Sporting Sunlake are 12th. 13th is Newport Dragons. 14th is AFC Richmond. 15th is Los Andreas. In 16th place is Hassenfield Terriers. But Iceberg Forest climb out of the relegation drop, and that will mean that Grasshoppers will drop down to the automatic relegation places, while Chelford Saturday back-to-back wins pushed them into that relegation playoff place. And coming up for next week, we do have the third round of the King's Cup taking place for next week live on RBC Sports. And also coming up this week on RBC Sports, as we do have Champions League football for the second leg of the Champions League campaign, as Real Madrid will be the team at home at the Santiago Bernabeu as they take on Feyenoord, but they are behind Real Madrid by 2 goals on aggregate. So Feyenoord got the advantage to go through into the quarter-finals of the Champions League, but that game will be taking place live this Wednesday for the round of 16 of the Champions League. And that is all for the coverage here for all of us here on Saturday kickoff. Between 2 big results happened between the Red Devils stay in the top of the table of the Premier League as they're 3 points now clear now from Adas Gunners, who move up to second, while Puerantos drop down to third. But as of the Grasshoppers, they drop down into the automatic relegation drop after losing 2-0 to Sporting San Lake. And that's all we have time for all of us here for tonight for Saturday kickoff. And I hope to see you guys for this Wednesday coming up for the UEFA Champions League. Will be live on RBC Sports as Real Madrid will host Feyenoord. But until then, from all of us here for the coverage, have a good night and see you on Wednesday.